we are dealing with some foggy conditions. Look at this. I had to show you this again. Live look from Domenico's on the Wharf in Monterey. We are seeing some dense fog across the area this morning. Again, it's going to make driving a little bit difficult because you could run into a few areas that are clear and then all of a sudden run into this dense fog. So we do have a dense fog advisory. Just a quick reminder here until 10 a.m. Visibility less than a quarter of a mile. We're going to see this fog advisory for all of the Monterey Bay, for the northern portion of the Salinas Valley, Hollister area, and down along the Big Sur coast as well. So again, this lasts until 10 a.m. We will also have a gale warning going into effect at 9 p.m. this evening, lasting until 9 a.m. on Tuesday. Northwest winds 10 to 20 knots, gusts up to 35 knots. Of course, hazardous seas for mariners from Point Pinos down to Point Padres Blancos there. But again, winds, if you're around the Big Sur coast, are going to be very gusty, especially if you're near the immediate coast there. But let's talk about this. We have a little bit of a change in our weather pattern happening today. We saw a very nice fall-like weather yesterday. We actually have a cold front that is trying to nudge into our area, but it is weakening out there. So we are not going to see any moisture out of that except for the drizzle that we are getting this morning. This is actually going to bring us some high clouds. It's also going to change our wind direction a little bit as well throughout the day today. But then this ridge of high pressure is going to start to nudge back into our area. And that's what's going to help, one, keep the system away from us, but also warm us back up into that local summer. That cold front should be out of here. I'm not sure why my computer model is keeping it there. So let's just pretend that is not there right now and just focus on this ridge of high pressure here. That's going to remain with us through the majority of the week. It is not going anywhere. And in fact, on Thursday is looking like the warmest day of the week for us. We're talking temperatures returning back to those 90s, maybe even some triple digits for some of those far interior locations. So we're going to be tracking that heat for you. If you miss local summer, don't worry, you got another round of it coming tomorrow. We are going to see we are going to see those low clouds hanging out with us through the majority of the morning. We will probably see a little bit of clearing as we head into that noontime hour, but then these high clouds are going to start to push back in, and most of us are going to see kind of a cloudy day throughout the day today. We're going to continue to keep those clouds in place and maybe some of those low clouds redeveloping as we head into the overnight hours into tomorrow morning. So I am expecting some of those foggy conditions yet again tomorrow around the immediate coast and for some of our interior valley locations as well. Salinas Valley in the Hollister area. Temperatures today, not too bad. Now they are going to be just a touch cooler from yesterday, but you probably won't notice it too much around the central coast. We're going to be in those 60s and 70s at the coast, mainly 80s, 70s and 80s for our inland locations. Not too bad. Look at that, 81 in Hollister, low 80s up in the Santa Clara Valley, even low 80s in the Santa Cruz Mountains. As you head down the Salinas Valley, most of the valley will be in those 70s, but as you head south, say down into Bradley, look at that. We're nearing that 90-degree mark at 88 for Bradley today. So we do have some warm temperatures out there, but again, it's just going to be a touch cooler. We are going to have some clouds in the area this afternoon, but overall, it's looking like a nice day, and we're just going to continue to warm up as we head into the rest of the week.